Let's grade the first round of the 2024 MLB draft. With the first pick, the Guardians took Travis Bazzana. This was a perfect pick for Cleveland, exactly their type of player, and he should rise up the minors quick to continue to their current success, A+. Second pick, the Reds took Chase Burns. A lot of people are not expecting this. I had him at number 2. Going to take a small victory lap for one of the takes I actually get right. It's hard to be upset at the Reds for taking the top pitcher, especially seeing what the team has done with their current arms, but they might regret passing up Condon. I'll give the Reds a B here, but the Rockies did not pass up Charlie Condon because they took him 3rd overall. An OPS over 1,000 is insane. The argument was there that this was the best player in the draft. That 70 grade power could have challenged the single season home run record in Cincinnati, but I'm excited to see a 600-foot home run at Coors, A+. Athletics took Nick Kurtz 4th overall. Another big power bat. There's really no questions about his bat and especially his discipline at the plate. But JJ Weatherholt was the more all-around player that would be easier to build around. B-. Hagen Smith went 5th overall to the White Sox. Chicago has done a solid job with pitching prospects. Hitters, not exactly the same. They played to their strength here, and some scouts had Smith as the top pitcher. A. Jack Caglianone went to the Royals at number 6. There's not a duo I'm much more excited to watch soon than Bobby and Caglianone. The Royals had to be pumped to still see his name available. Still not counting on him sticking as a two-way, but don't think Royal fans will be too upset to see just his bat. A+. Cardinals got JJ Weatherholt at pick 7. Some mocks had him going number 1, so this was a no-brainer pick for the Cardinals at 7. All this guy does is hit. The only small concern is that injury doesn't bother him. A+. At pick 8, Christian Moore to the Angels. LA is a fan of the college hitters who will rise through the system quickly. He's a very complete player that the Angels have to be happy to get. A-. With the 9th pick, the Pirates took Connor Griffin. Pirates taking a risk is something you don't see a lot, but I like it with Griffin here. Some say he has the highest ceiling in the draft, and they're probably right. Griffin can be a true 5-tool player, but the Pirates have had trouble developing others with high ceilings. B+. The Nationals took Seaver Kin 10th overall. 3 players for Wake Forest in the top 10 is insane. His power isn't there, but that doesn't matter a ton when you go on a 47-game hitting streak. But there were some better college bats available. C+. At pick 11, the Tigers took Bryce Rayner. The easy comp here is Corey Seager. It will be at least a couple years until he's in Detroit, but Tiger fans going from watching Baez to Rayner at short will be night and day. A. Braden Montgomery went 12th to the Red Sox. His ankle injury is nothing to worry about. The only debate with Montgomery will be whether Durant and Montgomery roam in the Fenway outfield or at the plate will be more fun to watch. A. James Tibbs to the Giants at 13. Imagining Tibbs in the big Oracle outfield isn't really pretty to imagine, as he'll be limited to just left field. It's a high-level bat that comes with a little bit of risk. B. Cam Smith to the Cubs at pick 14. A once concerning strikeout rate continued to drop as his career went on, which really raised his stock. He also should be sticking at 3rd with his arm. B+. Jarangelo St. Jah to the Mariners at pick 15. This was nearly the perfect place for St. John to go. Seattle has been one of the best with their young pitching prospects, and I have no doubt they'll max out what they can with him. But Savage and Caminiti have much higher ceilings. B-. PJ Morlando 16th to the Marlins. It was smart for the Marlins to go high schooler with them starting another rebuild in Miami, but the Marlins made a lot of people scratch their heads with this one. Miami seems to be counting on what he did last season instead of what they saw this season. Going bat and young was smart, but this pick at 16 wasn't. D. At pick 17, the Milwaukee Brewers took Braylon Payne. A reach to most, but this is the type of guy the Brewers have had success with as of late. Contact, speed, and good defense. May not have been the obvious pick, but makes sense to go with your strength. B+. Theo Gillen, 18 to the Rays. When your floor as a middle infielder is around 20 home runs, you have to be excited. Although the Rays did announce him as an outfielder. The arm isn't great, but the bat makes him a good pick at this spot. B+. The Mets took Carson Bench at pick 19. This was such a Mets pick, and that's not bad. When you can throw 96 on the mound, you know you're getting an elite arm in the outfield. Although don't expect him to pitch in pro ball, the Mets got themselves a great outfield bat. A-. Trey Savage to the Blue Jays at pick 20. Not sure how he lasted at 20, but it made more than enough sense for the Jays to snag him up. Toronto's farm isn't great. Part of that is because of injuries, and other reason is because their first round pitchers haven't done great when healthy. We'll see if Savage turns out different. A-. The Twins took Kalen Culpepper at 21. This was such an underrated pick by Minnesota. On top of the Twins' top 3 picks, they did a great job overall. His defense is incredible regardless if that's at short or third. The power is not there, but not everyone needs to slug 500. B+. Guys, I think Baltimore did it again because at pick 22, they took Vance Honeycutt. It was going to take the right team for Honeycutt to be successful. The only concern is his K rate, but I have no doubt the Orioles will fix that. He's an all-star talent, if not higher. We'll look back at this pick and wonder how he fell to 22. A+. Kellen Lindsey to the Dodgers at 23. LA has done a great job with their prospects. Lindsey is one of the fastest prospects in the draft and is being compared to former Dodger Trey Turner. A. Pick 24, the Braves took Cam Caminiti. How do the Braves always do stuff like this? 23 teams let this talent fall to Atlanta. A steal at pick 24, A+. Cash Mayfield at pick 25 to San Diego. This makes 8 straight high schoolers selected by the Padres. Mayfield's fastball jumped a lot over the last season. At 6'4" and a 3-pitch mix, it was tough not to notice him out of high school. B+. Yankees took Ben Hess at pick 26. Really not sure what the Yankees were doing with this pick. He's not a safe pick, nor does he have a high ceiling. Not everyone needs to be a star, and that's okay, but the best you'll see from Hess is maybe a mid-rotation guy. That's if the Yankees, who have had lots of trouble before with pitchers, are even able to develop him. And the ones they have been able to develop, like Luis Hill and Clark Smith, have taken a while to get to that point. D. Dante Nori to the Phillies at pick 27. Marsh and Rojas both have been elite defensive outfielders, and Nori will be no different in a few years. But still, he was a big surprise in the first round, and he is much older than other high schoolers in this draft. There were better outfielders available, and if you still preferred high school, Slade Caldwell was the better pick. C. Walker Yannick to the Astros at pick 28. You know he's going to stick behind the plate, which is rare for a lot of catchers entering the draft. At the worst, Houston is getting a good framer who will throw out runners. At best, you're getting all that with power in his bat. A. Slade Caldwell to the Diamondbacks at pick 29. Being compared to the reigning NL Rookie of the Year regardless of his current struggles, had to make the D-backs front office very happy that he was still there. The power isn't there, but everything else is there, including his big-time speed. A-. And at pick 30, Malcolm Moore went to the Rangers. It's still unknown if he'll stick behind home plate, although he has gotten better back there. The bat is the main reason the Rangers went for him, and it'll be a better pick if he sticks at catcher, but even if he doesn't, they'll have a good bat with great discipline. What was your favorite pick in the first round of the 2024 MLB draft? Let me know down below.